Hello learners, welcome to the SanskarEdutech. I Akshay Patil, assistant teacher in English, working at PD Turakia Junior College of Commerce and Science. Today we are going to learn Money, written by William Henry Davies. William Henry Davies was a Welsh poet and writer who spent a major part of his life as a tramp or hobo in the UK and the US. After many years of wandering as a peddler and street singer in England, he published his first volume, The Soul's Destroyer, and other poems. Now let's see students' first stanza. When I had money, money, oh, I knew no joy till I went poor. For many a false man as a friend came knocking all day at my door. The speaker believes that though a rich man has many friends, most of them are not his well-wishers. It is one's money that decides the size of a man's social circle. By saying that I knew no joy till I went poor, the speaker means that money tempts false friends and thus deprives the rich man of real happiness. Now let's see second stanza. Then felt I like a child that holds a trumpet that he must not blow. Because a man is dead, I dare not speak to let this false world know. In this second stanza, as a rich man, the speaker felt constricted because he was expected to live a certain way. This way, his money became a source of burden and not a cause of delight. It became a factor that held him back from living life freely. This is why he compares wealth or material possessions to a trumpet that he must not blow. Now let's see third stanza. Much have I thought of life and seen how poor men's hearts are ever light, and how their wives do like bees about their work from morn till night. By saying that poor men's hearts are ever light, the speaker means that an abundance of wealth does not guarantee happiness. He believes that the poor men are happier because they lead a life of contentment, while the poor men's wives do like bees. The rich men's wives remain worried about safeguarding their acquired wealth. Now here next stanza is, so when I hear these poor ones laugh and see the rich ones coldly frown, poor men think I need not go up so much as rich men should come down. This stanza most clearly voices the central idea of the poem. While the poor ones laugh, the rich ones coldly frown. This means that climbing the ladder of material success does not certainly bring fulfillment. Despite their poverty, the poor are happy and free. So it is not they who need to go up, but the rich man should come down. Once the rich man comes down, that is, removes himself from the unending race for money, he too will gain the contentment that the poor man enjoys. Last stanza here is, when I had money, money, oh, my many friends proved all untrue. But now I have no money, oh, my friends are real, though very few. The speaker is delighted as he says, but now I have no money. He believes that true friendship is one that stands against the tides of material wealth. Most of the friends that he had abandoned him after he lost wealth, and these left the speaker with very few friends. But he rejoices in the fact that though very few, he now has real friends. Let's see some key points. First key point here is the deception of wealth. Second key point here is true friends in poverty. Third key point is false friendships versus simple joys. Fourth key point is the philosophy of enough. And last key point is structure and tone. Now let's see first key point in detail. The deception of wealth. The speaker notes that having money brought many false, insincere friends who only approached him for personal gain. Second point here is true friends in poverty. Upon becoming poor, the poet discovers that his few remaining friends are actually true and loyal. Third key point here is false friendships versus simple joys. The rich live restricted lives while poor men and their wives share a lighter life of hard work and genuine laughter. Fourth key point here is the philosophy of enough. The poet suggests that a poor man's life is richer in happiness and that the true value of money is only realized when one has little of. Last key point here is structure and tone. The poem consists of 5 quatrains with a simple, direct and contemplative tone, utilizing imagery to compare the artificial, frowning rich with the cheerful, honest poor. Let's see some poetic devices of this poem. First poetic devices here is alliteration. In alliteration, consonant or vowel sounds are repeated for musical effect. For example, the fair breeze blew and the white foam flew. Second figure of speech is antithesis. In antithesis, opposite words or ideas are placed in the same sentence to create a stark contrast. For example, so close yet so far. Third figure of speech is consonants. In consonants, consonant sounds are repeated within a phrase or a sentence for poetic effect. For example, the snack is back in my backpack. Exclamation are expressed with strong emotions. For example, what a splendid performance. Inversion. In inversion, the correct grammatical order of a subject, verb and object is not followed for maintaining the rhythm or rhyme scheme of a poem. For example, beyond the wall plays the boy tall. Next figure of speech is metaphor. In metaphor, there is an indirect comparison between two ideas or things. It is also known as implied simile. For example, her words were daggers hurled at me. Next figure of speech is onomatopoeia. In onomatopoeia, words that imitate a sound are used. For example, out the window flee the buzzing bee. Repetition. In repetition, same words or phrases are repeated for stressing or creating a pleasing effect. For example, Suman tried and tried and tried. Next figure of speech is simile. In simile, two ideas or things which have just one feature in common are compared directly by using as or like. For example, I drifted like a flying kite. Last figure of speech of the poem is synecdoche. In synecdoche, a part of something is used to represent the whole or the whole is used to represent a part. For example, dancing is her bread and butter. We will meet soon with the next video. Thank you everyone.